Right, it's Tuesday night, about 8, and I'm going to just spend half an hour in the garage, just have a bit of a muck about with some metal. I've got to make this back flange. There's, you can see from this one, there's cutouts for the, well, I can't see that one, but cutouts in there for the hinges. I thought that the simplest way, since it's got to fit on the car, is to bring it over to the car. Piece of just angle flange or angle. This is the A post I made from the template from the old one that was rusty, and put in, and as you can see the hinges are external. So that's why it needs cutouts. So I thought the easiest thing is to get it somewhere close to where it's got to go, and then clamp it and encourage it in with the clamps. So I'm gonna have a go at that. I'll try and put the camera down somewhere sensible so it so I can show you. I'll have a play with that for a minute and then get that right, and then I'll stick the camera back on. Okay. Right. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but give it a try. Give it a tap there with a parallel punch, a flat punch, and see if I can get it to stay where it is now. It should do. Well, there's a bit of an air gap, so just have a little go. Move the clamps around a bit. Good thing is when it's fitted properly, there's a series of bolts, screws all through. I think it's about 5 screws down through here, so there's a few air gaps in there. Doesn't look too bad. See what it looks like when it's unclamped. Not just all spring black. I think it will be okay. I expect there's probably supposed to be a seal in there as well, so I'll see what it looks like on the wing. Try and get the might need a trim here and there, but I think it's going to look okay. That's pretty much where it was, or where the original should be. I don't know whether just that top piece there, I mean it's quite parallel that side, so it should, imagine it looks wider there, no, it's parallel. So maybe now I know where the little bend is, when I need to put encourage it a little bit more with a hammer. Just about there. And then back the other way a little bit, maybe. I think basically it's going to be okay. I'll get this one done and then a little short piece at the top just to fill in between the other last two. And then it's that one that's got loads of curves in it. I mean that's the inside of the one I did last time. I just wish I didn't have to slit it if I had a stretcher or something, but I haven't got one, so I'll do with that. And I made my sandbags. I just got to find some sand from somewhere and chuck it in, and then I can make this bit. Curves out, goes around the bottom seal, and it's got a curve that way as well, as you can see from that side. But this piece on the bottom, that bit's obviously easy, but it's the curve there and the curve that way, so it starts off quite narrow and then gets wider and wider and wider and then comes round. Well, we'll see how it goes. See you later. I've got to say, I'm quite surprised, I suppose. Tap the lip. When I flipped the wing over, it was just too pitted in the inside, so I just quickly knocked a little patch up and let that in there. Needs a grind off, etc. But I think it's going to be alright. The gap, well, I think I've got one bolt loosely in there just to make sure I lined up. Well, the bolt was lined up, which they appear to be. Go back a bit. Well, I'm quite surprised. I'll throw the other wing on as well, just to give it a look. Moved about. I'm putting bolts in that one, so let's just pull the door up. So don't look too bad. I've got all the bolts in and it's all bolted up and all the gaps are tightened up. It'll be alright. Decided to put the wing on so that I could do this bit down the bottom, which is a bit fancier. It's supposed to look a little bit like that, which is one I did before. See, the rust is coming through already though. Where I've just used some normal primer on it. It's been indoors, never gone outside, so. But I'm quite happy. I think about a kilo of body filler and it'll look alright. Okay, goodbye. Okay, it's me again. It's 7:25 on Friday. We've had pretty much non-stop rain, certainly down the south of England, for the last 5 days. All the more excuse to be in the shed, playing around with bits of metal, etc. I was talking about making some sandbags, or shot bags, but sandbags for me because I haven't got any shot, out of a leather apron. I'm not a sewing machinist by any standards, but and I managed to snap about 6 needles having a go at making these. I've put Velcro on them, so it's quite wide Velcro to make it or hook and loop or whatever you want to call it, to keep them sealed. It seemed to be working. Not sure about the tension in the bag, but I've put what I thought's about enough. I reckon they'll probably stretch a bit when you start whacking with a hammer. We'll see how it goes. This one, I don't know whether it go, whether I should be using it flat on the bench or on, on my dished bit of oak that someone gave me or someone sold me. So I don't know yet. We'll have a play, have a whack around, see what happens. I was making this little panel for the bottom of my wing that I've been working on. Where I always do things like this is making templates, etc. Watching one of Rick on Rick Fix's channel, one of his videos about using a chisel to put a defined line into the steel. When I was learning, flipping out, well, back when I was 15, 16, I first started in the garage trade. On more mechanical base. This is why this this metalwork stuff doesn't come easily to me. But anyway, there was an old chap there called Jack Frick that had been working in various coach works, etc. Proper tin man, proper man that used to know how to shape metal. He used to come in. He was about 80 odd. He used to come in once a week to keep his hand in, make up patch panels for the boss to weld onto cars that had failed the MOT, etc. And mine of information only used to get in about half a day a week, which was a shame. But he showed me that the trick with the the tip with the chisel, and I never ever did use it, and I never got to use it. It was seeing Rick's video the other day, reminded me about it, so which is a brilliant tip because it basically puts a defined line into the curve, and from what Jack was telling me, puts a definite line into the curve and makes it a place to bend at. So thanks to Rick for reminding me on that one. So I'm going to use that on this. This is if you see the profile, if I find the right bit of the profile of it, it's got to be about that shape. So this flat piece is up here and it curves round to pick up the same shape as the seal or rocker panel. that's on the side. So I'm going to use that for my defined shape, the chisel tip, Rick's chisel tip, if I could say it. And the other thing I'm going to try, because I always cut then re-weld, I'm going to try something else I've seen on a great YouTube, which is tucking, pinching on curves. So I made a start at trying to get around, and it just wobbles all over the place. It's a nightmare to get something in a curve with a 90 degree on it. So I'm going to try the bringing it into a pinch. So it's already starting for me, so I just won't use them and pinch it and trap. They talk about trapping the pinch and trapping the puck or rut or all sorts of bloody things. So we'll give that a try today. See if I can get that worked out. And then that's the last. I think it's the last panel for that wing. We'll see how that goes. And give these bags a try. They were made out of, they're not particularly thick leather, so I think the ones you buy that are 70-80 pounds sterling, I don't know how much that is in dollars, but how much that is in pounds, they probably made a much thicker leather. Like I said, these are from a welder's apron, so we'll see. Hasn't cost me anything, so we'll see how it goes. Might work, might not. I haven't lost anything. Okay, goodbye.